What's up guys, it's Professor Smoke. Today I'm going to be making the Watery Blowhog from the Pikmin games. Now he has a nice chubby body, so what we're going to do is roll up some clay into an egg shape and just keep in mind which side is the face and which side is the butt, because we want the armature, which is the tin foil, to kind of cone forward towards the face, getting thinner as it gets closer to the face. Now that we have our general body shape, we're going to wrap a thin layer of clay around the whole thing. I apologize, my camera got knocked, so you can't see a lot of what I'm doing, but I'm taking a paintbrush, rolling it vertically across the body to add wrinkles, and then I used the back end of the paintbrush to do the mouth, which is that nice cone shape. It's very round, so I just poked the paintbrush right in. That's pretty much all we did other than adding the feet. Now I'm adding a lustrous pearl metallic white layer as a base coat instead of just a normal white, because I want this thing to be really lustrous, and even if this only adds a little bit of luster into the cracks and, into very small details, it's gonna be worth it. And we're just making sure to get very, very good coverage on the entire figure with this first coat. Now if you look at the actual character, it has gray in the folds, like for the shading, but there's a blue tinge to it. It also has blue around the eyes, so I'm gonna put a little blue around the eyes, and then we're gonna mix some bluish gray for a wash, okay? And we're going to use a good amount of water so that we get really deep in all the cracks, and we're also going to cover up most of the luster from our base coat, but that's fine. From here we're going to work our way up through our colors from our darkest colors to our brightest colors. The goal here is that by layering from dark to light, we're going to keep that nice dark blue and dark gray in the cracks, but we're also going to make the entire figure appear white and have a nice lustrous shine to it. The key to this step is to cover most of the figure, but to obviously not fill in the cracks and to just kind of go a little lighter than we would normally. The next layer will cover up anything we miss with the previous layer. And as we add more and more layers, we'll begin to notice the wrinkles popping out at us a little bit easier to see, and the colors inside of the wrinkles are going to be a little bit harder to define. That's exactly what we're going for. In the Pikmin games, when you look at this character, there are some black lines that segment it. They're on the face and on the side of the body like I did. Now I just did some black lines and then tried to cover them up with a little bit of gray and then a little bit of white so that the black line is there. Your brain registers that it's there, but it's dull enough that you don't really focus on it and you don't notice that it's imperfect. So now when we look at our figure, we can see in the cracks that there's some blue, but we can also tell that the entire body is white. It just has a light blue tint to it, especially where there's supposed to be shade. That's exactly what we wanted. Now I'm just painting a number onto that yellow Pikmin coin, and we can glue the feet to our figure display here. I'm using E6000 glue. Very awesome product, and I wanted to add a finishing touch, so I used a AAA battery, because in the Pikmin 2 games there are batteries as treasure items, so I thought it'd be cool. I used a AAA instead of a AA because I felt that the AA would look too big compared to the Blowhog, and the AAA battery is just the perfect size, so I'm so happy with how this turned out. Now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any suggestions or ideas for characters I should do sculptures of, anything like that, please comment them below. I would appreciate that so much. And I ask you, please like and subscribe. And have a beautiful day.